Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have 3 lovely guests with us here today instead of just the one usual, so this might be a bit interesting. As you guys know, my dogs are the best part of my life and my boyfriend locked them in here with me, so we're gonna film with them today. Since it is getting close to the holidays and lots of great meals, big meals, I thought it'd be a good idea to do a video about getting through the holidays and kind of giving you some tips to stay on track. Whoa. I have 3 dogs in here with me and I have a delicate setup, so sorry if I'm moving around a bit. I also have notes so I don't get off track and just ramble like I like to do sometimes. So surviving the holidays kind of thing. I have a few little tips and I'm gonna just go over them quickly, and this has helped me in the past. Like last year I was kind of going through a diet phase during Thanksgiving and helped me stay on track, so I thought it would be cool to share some of my experiences and tips with you guys. So I just want to preface by saying, don't feel like you can't enjoy yourself, don't punish yourself, don't feel like you need to do hours and hours of cardio or workouts to like make up for having, you know, bad foods through Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of that. That's not at all what this is meant to be. It's literally just ways to help kind of keep from overindulging or binging, things like that. But please enjoy yourself. I'm gonna be enjoying myself. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, food doesn't have to be the end-all be-all to everything, but feel free to enjoy yourself with your family and your friends and your loved ones and all of that. So, first of all, have a plan going into the holidays. If you don't have a plan, you're definitely not gonna stay on track because you have nothing to stay on track with. So, if you want to limit yourself to 1 dessert, you know, make that a plan. Say, okay, there's 4 desserts here, I'm just gonna have the 1 apple pie, whatever. So that way, going into it, you have a plan. That's gonna be the best thing to do, is to have some sort of plan going into it, knowing what you want the outcome to be. So for me, all of these things are gonna be my plan that I'm giving the tips to you. So number 1, stay active. Whether that's like the day of or around the holidays or after the holidays, it's super easy to, like on the day of, if your gym's closed or you don't, that's a rest day for you, just go on a walk. Like while the food's cooking or while you're just hanging out, you know, go on a walk. If you are in an area where the weather is nice enough, or just get some kind of physical activity in, because moving around is gonna make you feel better instead of just being kind of like a lazy bones on the couch all day watching TV. That's gonna kind of put your mindset in the way of just maybe overindulging a bit. Whereas if you're active, you know, it's just all about mindset and getting your body prepped for staying on track kind of thing. So stay active around the holidays. After Thanksgiving, go to the gym the next day. Get up and be active. Don't just be a slump, and that's the easiest way to get off track, is just to be like, oh, I'm really full, I'm not gonna go today or whatever. Don't do that, just get up, go, you'll feel better afterwards, I promise you. Also, staying hydrated with water is gonna help you, again, stay on track. Not that you can't have beer or wine or whatever, but just in between those drinks, have water. Stay hydrated before and after your meals. It's gonna help you stay on track. Also, I will say, if you are planning your meals, number 1, don't skip a meal. Like if you don't have Thanksgiving dinner until like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, do not skip breakfast, because that's gonna set you up to wanna overeat and to binge, or you're gonna like fill your plate with tons and tons of food that you don't necessarily need, but you feel so hungry and then you're gonna eat it anyway kind of thing. So eat breakfast, eat a small snack, eat something. Do not starve yourself, like even the day before, like don't do that. It's not good for you, and it's just it's gonna set you up poorly going into that big meal that could potentially be really, really unhealthy, which is totally fine. Just don't skip breakfast. It's not gonna do you any good. And then when you are portioning out your food, this comes back to having a plan. I would say, Kratos, portion control is a big thing. Feel free to have those mashed potatoes. Have all those casseroles with all that food in it. Why am I not in focus? Have all that stuff, but just have it in regular quantities. You don't need to, you know, put 5 helpings of it on your plate. Just do the 1, and if you want more afterwards, that's fine, go back and get seconds. But for your first initial plate, I would say just portion control what you're eating, and then have a good protein source with all of your meals. So like if you have breakfast, don't do like a huge carby breakfast. If you know you're gonna have lots of carbs and fats for your big main meal, I would say, you know, have some egg whites with some veggies, do an egg white omelet. That's gonna give you a lot of vitamins, all those micronutrients that you need with a good source of protein. Okay, the dogs are gone, so I can actually focus. So back to what I was saying. So like what I do on days where I know I'm gonna have lots of carbs and fats later in the day is I will do an egg white omelet. There's no fat because it's just the egg whites, and it's a good source of protein, and then I'll put veggies in there, spinach. I make one for my boyfriend. You can put peppers, onions, whatever, all the micronutrients that you need. Then that keeps you nice and full. Go on your walk before you have your meal, and then for your first plate, portion size that out. And then I would say go for the protein first. So whatever your main protein source is gonna be, whether that's turkey, ham, if you're vegetarian, whatever your protein source is, get a good bit of protein first and then kind of fill in the plate around that. That's gonna help you from overindulging on those really, really, really high carb, high fat side dishes, whatever that may be. I don't know what everyone's meals look like, but for us, we do a lot of mashed potatoes, we do lots of desserts, we do lots of rolls, bread, all the good stuff. So for me, we do ham. So I'm gonna get a good portion size of my ham, and then I'm gonna eat that first, and then I'm gonna eat the other stuff. That also saves room for dessert, because we all know desserts are my favorite. So I'm gonna eat a lot more protein and lower carb stuff for my main meal so I can fit in my desserts at the end. And I'm not gonna say that I'm probably only gonna have like one piece. I'll have a few. I'm just gonna enjoy myself without overindulging. Like when I'm full, I'm gonna stop. Which brings me to my next tip, which is gonna be, just because something's on your plate doesn't mean you have to eat it. If you're full, stop eating. You can come back later. Usually around holidays, you're hanging out all day, the food's gonna be there. So if you get hungry, you can go back and get more, but don't feel like you have to eat every single thing that's in front of you. And with that, eat kind of slow. Make sure you're chewing your food, having a conversation with the people around you, so you're eating slower, so your body has time to realize how full it's getting instead of just like inhaling your food like some of us tend to do sometimes. So that will help with feeling full. Like if you start to feel full, you can just kind of take it easy, take a step back, not inhale all your food, be miserable, and then you're like, oh fuck, what did I do? I just ate all this food. And then back to what I was saying like at the very beginning, if you do overeat, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Life goes on. It happens. Don't weigh yourself the next day. That's not gonna help you at all. At all. Don't do that. Don't beat yourself up about it. Have a good time. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy the food. Just make healthy choices if possible. If you feel like you're gonna go off track or overindulge, just don't go there. Just don't even put that food on your plate. Like for me, it's the desserts, like I said. So I know going into it, I'm gonna have a few desserts. So I'm gonna make room for those desserts and not have as many mashed potatoes or as many rolls or whatever else, because I know I'm gonna want those desserts later. So just have a plan going into it. It's really gonna help set you up for a good meal time. You're not gonna feel guilty the next day. My voice is so hoarse. I just realized why. I went out last night, and I never go out, but it was a friend's birthday and I had some drinks. It was great, but my throat hurts really bad. My body is super sore. We were dancing and stuff. It was a good time. But anyway, so recap. Have a plan going into it. Have a plan. Whatever that plan is, make a plan beforehand. Don't let people make you feel guilty. Like if someone's like, oh, why are you eating that? Or why aren't you eating that? Or whatever, just brush that shit off. You do you, keep to your plan. You'll be happy that you did at the end of the day. Stay active before, during, after all the holidays. Stay active. Even if it's just going on a simple 25-minute walk, 15-minute walk, whatever, stay active and stay hydrated. Drinking that water is gonna help set you up. It's gonna help make you feel better. You're not gonna feel as crappy the next day if you did overeat. If you stayed hydrated and drank a lot of water, it's gonna be fine. Protein first on your food, on your meals. Protein for breakfast. Protein first on your plate. Eat that protein and then move on to the rest of your foods. It's gonna help fill you up. It's gonna help keep you from overeating the junk that you don't need to eat or don't want to eat. Don't skip meals because it's gonna help set you up better throughout the day. If you skip meals, you're more likely to binge when you do eat. You're feeling really starving, you're not really that hungry, but you're gonna eat all that food because you didn't eat breakfast or you didn't eat the day before or whatever. And then get your mindset right. Like I said, just know going into it, like today I'm gonna overeat. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna get back on track the next day. Easy peasy, simple to do. It's gonna be great, guys. We're gonna do it. We're gonna enjoy the food. We're not gonna feel guilty about it. And we're gonna make smart choices. Okay, anyway, that's what I got for you guys this week. Thanksgiving is next week. So I do still have the Trader Joe's haul that I'm gonna get up. I'll probably put that up like midweek sometime next week. And then I think my KitchenAid mixer is gonna be delivered today. So maybe we'll do some fun baking stuff before next week. If I can come up with any healthy recipes, alternative for Thanksgiving type meals, like mashed cauliflower, mashed potatoes is kind of a thing, and I bought some of that stuff, but I love mashed potatoes, so I'm probably gonna go all in on that day. We'll see. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated, in the loop, all that jazz. Also, I'm just gonna mention this. I am doing a giveaway on my Crouton Clothing Instagram, which is the dog Snoods that you guys see in my videos. If you want to enter that, go to Crouton Clothing. I'll link it below and all that. I'm doing a lot of giveaways lately because I just feel like doing giveaways. It makes me happy. It makes you guys happy. All of that. So, I think that's it. This video is going to be pretty short, sweet, to the point. I hope you guys have an awesome holiday. Enjoy the time with your friends, family, loved ones, XYZ, whatever, dogs, cats, whatever. Have a good holiday, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.